What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday, coming in live for the breakfast show. Cleo, come. Cleo, come here right now. Come here, one treat. Coming in live for the breakfast show in Michigan. All right, if you are brand spanking new, you're like, what the heck is the breakfast show? It's an honor to have you. I would love for you to drop new in the comments section. Drop new. I will say hi. We are actually live. It is 9:41 a.m. Eastern, so I am in Michigan, as I mentioned. For a little bit of some like extra brownie points, if you drop where you're tuning in from, I would love to know. If you are returning, so you're like, what's up, Michelle? I've actually been a part of a breakfast show. Hi, Chris Sparkles. I would love for you to say hello like Chris Sparkles did, or say good morning, or say happy Tuesday, whatever. Hi, Maddie, welcome. Do you want to know what's funny about Tuesday? How do you feel about Tuesday? It's like Monday's amazing because it's like a new start of the week. Tuesday's kind of like a lag. Wednesday's like, hey, we're halfway through. Thursday's fun because it's the night before the weekend. So like, how do you feel about Tuesdays? Hello from Wisconsin. So guys, this morning's episode, first and foremost, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background. Hi from Wisconsin. Welcome, Dale Bug. And from Staten Island, a little bit of background of how the breakfast show evolved. So I'm going to take you on a back journey. I looked a lot different. I was 180 pounds. I wanted to drop 30 pounds. And I embarked on this journey to lose weight. I got an email, hi Beachy Girl, and the email said to check in for your physical. I checked in for my physical. I ended up going into the doctor's, and I got a clean bill of health at the heaviest I'd ever been. The only thing negative that the doctor had to say to me is, Michelle, you need to cut weight. You know what I mean? Like, you need to cut weight. Yeah, Tuesdays is tacos. I love that. Do you actually have tacos on Tuesdays? And margaritas? Hi from Alberta, Canada. So my doctor ended up sitting down and having a discussion with me about metformin. And metformin is a drug for pre-diabetes. And I was confused because I was not a pre-diabetic, but then she mentioned how it helps women with weight loss who are struggling. And for the first time in my life, believe it or not, because I was into all the gimmicks, I actually went all in with something that was recommended by a lot of people. I'm telling you, more than I can count on my hands were like, hey, Michelle, have you ever heard of Dr. James? Did you ever try the Dr. James method? Did you ever listen to the Obesity Fix? Did you ever, I'm like, okay. So I got the book, The Obesity Fix, that day on Audible. I tuned in on the way home. I became obsessed. I literally have not stopped listening to Audible books. Every single time I finish a book, a new one's recommended. I listen while I'm driving Bella to school. Boom, I come live. I discuss what it is that I learn and I share it with you. So that's the revolutionary experience of how we came apart with the breakfast show, and by sharing the 3 things that I did consistently. Sonia, it's time for you. Let's go. What's up? Consistently over time, guess what happened? Okay? Guess what happened? I ended up dropping 30 pounds in 5 months, and I have sustained it. Because it actually works, I have 450,000 followers now. I have 250,000 followers on Instagram. If you see me bouncing around, we are on 4 platforms right now just for this morning's episode. I'm gonna give you the exact roadmap for how I dropped 30 pounds in 5 months and how doing just 1 or 2 of these things will not work. So there's actually 3 things that hey Cleo, come! There's 3 things that I'm gonna share with you, okay? So if you have, Cleo, get in bed. Get in bed. Bed. So if you have any questions at all while we are going, there's a tree guy here. I want you to drop it in the comments. So we're going to dive in. I'm going to go into the first part, the one where most times people are like, oh, I never really understood that. And that's fiber. But I'm not going to just give you all the answers. I want you in the comment section to tell me, okay, how many grams of fiber do we need, not only for weight loss, but to maintain our current weight loss efforts? Tell me that in the comments. How many grams do we need in order to not only lose weight, but to maintain weight loss efforts? Anybody know that number? And if you don't know and you drop IDK, I'll give you that number. I can't wait to see you in Orlando as well. I'll give you that number. So, number 1, okay, so Brittany says 30. Okay, close, very close. It's 25 grams. So a minimum of 25 grams, but also too much of a good thing will paralyze you just as much as it'll help you. So we really don't want to be going past like 40 grams of fiber. Okay, so 25 is the number for fiber, 25 grams. Why? Okay, so fiber is literally a holistic approach to being the power washer to your intestinal tract. You guys, your intestinal tract, think of it. It's like this big swirly slide. Look down at your stomach. It's not a straight chute. It's not like you put your dirty clothes in the hamper and then all of a sudden it just flies down. It's a big swirly slide. And do you really think all the food that you consumed even just yesterday on Monday, do you really think, hi Crystal, that it all just flew through your body? Like if you're deficit in water, that's not the case. If we're deficit in movement, that's not the case. And if we're deficit in fiber, it's definitely not the case. So it's the power washer mechanism to keeping your intestinal tract free and clear of toxins and bacteria, okay? What it does is there's two types. Let's get a little bit behind the demographics of how this works. We have two types. We have a type insoluble and we have a type soluble. If you're using something like this junk, we're actually gonna go up in weight. We're actually gonna suffer and struggle more. This has yellow 6 inside of it. It has aspartame. It actually has carcinogens inside of it. And this literally tells us when we scan it with an app called Yucca. Write that down because you're about to love me. Y-U-K-A. Y-U-K-A. Yucca will tell you toxins, dyes, and carcinogens found within your foods. Incredible, right? When we add toxins and dyes and carcinogens, our cortisol levels become unbalanced. And when we have unbalanced cortisol levels, what happens is our food is not stored properly. And we are very sleepy because instead of using our food as energy, it's being stored as visceral fat and lagging us down. So fiber is critical. So can you please write down the word 25 grams? Maybe you can Google, maybe you can YouTube, like how to track my fiber for F-R-E-E for re. How do I get 25 grams of fiber? Top 5 foods that are lowest in the glycemic index chart, lowest calories, but I'll share mine with you. So I get something called the Carbonate bread. C-A-R-B, carb, O-N-A-U-T. There's 40 calories in one slice with 15 grams of fiber. It's Y-U-K-A approved, okay? There's also the Royo bagel, R-O-Y-O. Maybe you can go to Instacart and see where it's at, or Google, or Amazon. Those are Y-U-K-A approved. So chia seeds, 150 calories, 2 tablespoons is 10 grams of fiber, okay? That's fine, chia seeds are a fat, but if you're looking for a better bang for your buck, you can find better resources like your berries, 70 calories, 1 cup, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, 8 grams of fiber. Your leafy greens, very low calorie, broccoli, 7 grams in 1 cup. But we want to make sure that we're never going below the 25 grams. So you really need to track this in order to make sure. It reminds me a lot of a timer, a clock. If I've got to pick up Bella from school at 2:45, I would never just be able to wing that unless I was able to look at the time. Otherwise, I would never be there on time. And my body's the same. The 3 building blocks to weight loss, which we're going to cover exactly today, they intertwine with each other. We really have to make sure that what we track, we have to realize we can measure it, and what we don't track, we can't measure. Instant effects of getting your fiber in line will happen within 72 hours. How you know, if you ever were to get a nutritionist, they're gonna ask you a few qualifying questions to see, are you deficit? Are you deficit in fiber? So for me, can I ask you these qualifying questions? Drop a 1 if you have bloating. I used to wake up, I wouldn't even be able to hold my stomach in. I would eat and my stomach would be from kind of like this to protruding to as if I was pregnant. So inflammation and bloating is a massive red flag. Irregular bowel movements. We don't really think about it, but are we actually going number 2 1 time a day? Foul smelling gas. That's not normal. And then if you have weird noises, say you're out with a friend or you're like, what is that noise? No, I'm not gonna like go to the bathroom all over the place. Those are signs and symptoms that you need to up the fiber. But guess what? Within 72 hours of you upping that fiber, you have massive benefits coming for you. So it's worth the sacrifice for the 3 days for the future gain of alleviating those symptoms. So 25 grams. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're that much more inclined to actually track your fiber and to get your fiber now that you have a why behind it. What happens with your fiber is that it's the only thing that can swell to the width of your intestinal tract. It swells to the width. So when it goes through, it acts as a leech. And as it goes through the body, it grabs on. So when you release it as energy or a bowel movement, you now dispensed bacteria and toxins within the intestinal tract lining. So fiber is a key component. The second thing for weight loss, how simple, 25 grams, guys. It's dangling right in front of our face. Do we want to reach out to it and grab on? Because I know I do. It's worth it. But we have to be consistent. You would never have 200 grams of fiber in one day. You're better off being consistent with 25 grams every single day, including the weekends. We're water. Okay, so how much water are we supposed to be getting? The term liposuction, what a silly term. Guess what invented the word liposuction? You did. Your body goes through a process called lipolysis. And lipolysis is how you burn fat. It's literally your body goes through a process, fat burning, okay? It reminds me of like synthesis or whatever, like when plants photosynthesis. Literally to burn fat, it's called lipolysis. The first process in this system is called hydrolysis. It reminds me of a bus stop. You pull up in the bus, you open the door, Sally and Kim aren't there, you go to the next bus stop. It's the exact same for this. If it goes through hydrolysis and it doesn't have half of your weight in ounces of water, you're not burning fat. So realistically, the last 365 days, have you burned fat every day? Your metabolism does change by 0.02% after 30. You can biohack that. I'm almost 40 years old, and I bet you anything that at almost 40, my metabolism's better than my early 30s. But here's the deal. You can't add Mio and Crystal Light and junky sweeteners to your water. Why? There's carcinogens. There's dyes, there's toxins. Those can be in our foods. We live in a country, unlike the UK or Europe, there's certain things you cannot put in your food, period. So with us, we have to do our due diligence, and that's why I've listened to 40 plus Audible books now to try to spread the word, spread the love of health and fitness. So with your water, if it's not YUKA approved, like you scan it, like my husband, he comes home with all this junk. For Valentine's Day, I go, Jeff, did you even try scanning this? I will never put this in my body because when you do, it's carcinogens, it's dyes, and literally what happens is one thing, okay? Here's what happens. We do yucca, we scan it, it's gonna tell us all the carcinogens and all the dyes inside of this, okay? One that's approved is the Nectar. I can tell you that, it's from Amazon. Drop link. Sugar-free electrolyte drink mix, white peach flavor, up and up. Bad. Bad. Like bad. Why? It actually tells you why and what's in it. So literally, if you get this app, I tried scanning like all these bars yesterday. If you click on it, it tells you why. Okay? Well, this one has high sugar, sodium. It doesn't have any really bad toxins and dyes, but it does, okay? So, that's for that. Number 2, for your water intake, if you think it's gonna be a struggle to get half of your weight in ounces of water, drop in the comments the word tip, because I have a tip for you. If you're anything like me, and you get into bed and you're like, oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock at night again, I haven't drinking enough water. I literally can't do it now. It's too late. And I'm going to end up all night going potty. Drop in the comments a 1 and I can give you a tip. Okay? Number 1, if you want to enhance your water, make sure it's CLEAN, clean. That's number 1, YUKA approved. Number 2, if you need room temperature water, that's okay. Use room temperature water. Use a straw. I infuse my water with watermelon or blackberries or blueberries or raspberries or strawberries all the time. Use peppermint leaves, use mint leaves, lemons or limes or cucumbers. Shoot, have fun with it. But the biggest tip that I can give you right now is to set a timer and to literally marry the timer. On your phone, you can set an alarm as if you're going to Mexico, and literally you set that alarm and every 90 minutes it goes off. You stop, you drop, and you drink for 15 seconds. Drop a heart in the comments if that's brilliant. I have to let my dog in. Drop a heart in the comments if you think that that's brilliant. Could you even imagine, literally, you have an alarm on, stop right now, go to your clock, you can either set a timer for 90 minutes, and every 90 minutes, what if you stop, drop, and count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, all the way to 15. And then you repeat and you rinse all day long. Come on, Leo. If you do not hit your goal of half of your weight in ounces of water, you up it to 20 seconds instead of 15. Right now, I want you to write water. And I want you to put the sticky note next to your bed or wherever you wake up to. Okay? When you wake up, it's coffee before water. Ashton, come here. It's coffee before water, always, always, always. Why? We want the metabolism on. So do you think that's helpful to have those hacks? Room temperature water. How about you treat yourself to a bright big water bottle, 40 ounces. I need 2 of them a day. I can't remember where I parked my car at the nearest market, let alone how many 8-ounce water bottles that I have. So I set myself up for success, right? I wake up, I see my phone on the charger. I realize, okay, there's a thing that says water. Grab my water. What you see, what you think, what you write, what you type, you bring more of. So now that you know that about water, and I want to tell you that water is how you actually moisturize the skin. You wouldn't even need to have a moisturizer. Typical topicals have dyes and toxins. Make sure you just scan it in that YUKA app, Yucca. It'll help you. So water not only detoxifies you, supports and ups your immunity through the roof, it waters and gives you a dewy pinch to your skin. So that's water. So now that you know that, do you think you're a little bit more inclined to reach and have the water and be like, okay, versus not? Tell me in the comments and be very, very, very brutally honest with me. Number 3, we're already flying through this. Seltzer water is a good question. You can add carbonated water. It's fine as long as there's no junk in it. Again, scan it with the YUKA app. I can tell you right now, those ice drinks from Costco that are green and red and yellow, and those are not, right? When you're adding toxins and dyes into your water, your cortisol levels are going through the roof, and when they're through the roof, your body does not know how to store or use your food as energy. You become very lethargic. Number 2, you have a very big belly, okay? So the third thing, yeah, you can add hydrogen. Drop a 1 if you've heard of hydrogen. Specifically, have you heard of nitro? And if you haven't, you are going to love it. The information on it is that if you can take hydrogen at a crystallization level and add it into your water once a day, it actually dilates your blood vessel for 10 hours. You can dilate a woman through Pitocin. You can dilate a blood vessel through hydrogen. Gary Brecka, he's the ultimate human with millions of followers, go follow him, explains this crystallization process. But don't go and get it from TJ Maxx or Target or Home Goods. You have to realize that your first ingredient has to be what? Hydrogen. Okay, so the crystallization form dilates the blood vessel for 10 hours, 10 times. Now your blood is flowing to every area in the brain on a faster, higher level. So brain fog, you will feel it instantly. Your fatigue, gone. Blood pressure improved. Headache improved. Literally feet pain. Athletes are paying thousands for nitro because of the performance and recovery it brings into the gym. I have a video, honestly, Carlene, that explains it better than I can. I will show you the bottle. If you drop the word nitro in the comment section, I will share that with you. Michelle, I could care less. I've heard about it. I want one that's backed by science, proven through clinical, CLEAN. Send it right frickin' now. Drop nitro with a star. I put this thing in my water every morning. It's clear. In about 7 minutes, it turns bright yellow, telling me that hydrogen, the smallest element on the element table, is now activated. And I drink it within 15 minutes of it turning bright yellow. Capiche? I never add ice. It's delicious. I only have 3 flavors in stock right now. My lemon lime, my grape, my black cherry. Okay? If you dropped nitro, I do need you to message me because the comments will disappear. So this is my Instagram messenger. Drop me a nitro. I'll introduce you to the hydration specialist for sure. This is my Facebook messenger. Okay, so Michelle Lynn Dworack, nitro. I'm not here to beg, sell, or convince you of anything. If it turns you up and you see benefits, awesome. If it doesn't, there's no big deal. TheBreakfastShow.net, if you go there in your web browser, you'll see Nueva. At Nueva, you'll see what's called nitro. I'm just gonna tell you until the 28th, you spend $75, you get $20 off. Right now, they're offering, you buy a pack of nitro, you get 30 days to try it and return it for all of your money back. Okay? So that's at thebreakfastshow.net. The third thing is your protein intake. Okay, what's our protein intake supposed to be for not only weight loss, but for improving our muscle tone? And number 2, for maintaining current weight loss efforts. Can you tell me that in the comment section? I will give you a guide that helped me in many ways to drop 30 pounds in 5 months after struggling for 11 months to drop 1 pound and rejecting my doctor to put me on metformin. If you tell me in the comments how many grams of protein in order to maintain and lose weight, and if you say I don't care or I don't know, that's an answer as well. IDK. IDK. Okay? So here's the deal. Your goal weight, your desired weight in grams of protein. So please tell me in the comments, what is your goal weight? What is that number? I was 186 pounds about. My goal weight was 150. So yes, that's 150 grams of protein. That seemed hard. Drop hard in the comments if you think it seems a little bit hard. Drop hard in the comments if you think it seems a little bit hard. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. Let me say that again. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. Are you ready for this? 150 grams of fat, which is cheese, which is avocados, which is olives, which is olive oils, 30 minutes before any meal on an empty stomach. Literally cheese, avocados, olive oil, egg yolks, olives. Those are all 150 grams of fat is 1,350 calories. OMG. OMG. 150 grams of protein is 600 calories. Why? Did you know there is 4 calories in 1 gram of protein? Did you know there is 9 calories in 1 gram of fat? 9. They're called a fat for a reason, and too much of a good thing is just as harmful as all of these healthy, good, omega, healthy fats that we thrive and live on. I didn't say you can't have it, but a typical day of fats is like 2 tablespoons of nuts, a tablespoon of olive oil or an egg yolk, and a couple tablespoons of cheese. So when we're eating fatty fish every day and we're having the mayo and the avocados and the egg yolks, our fats are through the roof. And each day that we're not reaching for our goal weight in grams of protein, we're not improving our muscle tone. We're not burning 30% more calories. We're not going through the feelingness of fullness and satiety. So we're putting weight on. So I'm gonna give you a little trick. You drop the word trick in the comments and you will be able to walk into any store, any market, you walk into a airport, you walk into a salon, you walk into a grocery store, you will be able to see if there's 3 or 4 different types of Greek yogurt, 3 or 4 different types of cottage cheese, exactly which one to buy. I literally can't even believe when I learned how to do this trick. Drop trick in the comments and I'm about to blow your mind. Are you with me? Are you fired up? So all I need you to do is we need a little bit of active learning together. So all I need to do is I need to take my handy dandy. I need you to tell me if you see 70 in the comments, okay? So you should see 70 calories right here, and I have news for you. It'll always be at the top, and it'll always be in bold. It'll always be at the top, and it'll always be in bold. This isn't like Where's Waldo. If you see 70 calories, can you drop a 1? So if you want to write this down so you can remember, hack number 1 is to identify the calories. Okay, in big bold, I identified it. Step number 2, are you ready? You covered the last number of calories. Now what do you see, CPOGs? You covered the last number of calories. Samantha, Saranta, now what do you see? Tammy, now what do you see when you cover the last number of calories? What do you see? Step number 3, you take your pinky. Right above my pinky is protein. Right above my pinky is protein. See it in bold? It'll always be in the same spot. If there's 7 or more, it's a freaking good bang for your buck. If there's not 7 or more, go back and look for one that is. If you just learned something new, I need you to drop I frickin' love you in the comments section, because that hack can go anywhere with you. If you need another example, say example. This right here, the next thing I would do, you'll always see ingredients. You guys, less is more. Less is more. Did you know the first ingredient listed? The first ingredient listed in anything, it's what you find the most of. The last ingredient is what you find the least of. So first ingredient, if it was sugar, not good. Okay, my peanut butter, the first ingredient was sugar, last was peanut butter. There were 6 other dirty ingredients in between, not good. Pull out that YUKA app and see if there's toxins and carcinogens. This one does not have it. KJ wants another example. Here's another example. My twin sister struggled for a long time with her weight. And mainly it was because she's vegetarian and she was deficit in protein. So after I listened to 40 plus Audible books, I just want to share with you that you are better off being literally replacing foods or supplementing with bars and shakes than being deficit in protein. You're better off. Okay, so this right here, I need you to tell me in the comments if you see the 150 calories. Drop a 1 if you see 150. Drop a 1 if you see 150. Drop a 1 if you see 150. That's the number 1 thing. Do you see it? Number 1, we identify the calories that again will always be at the top. Number 2, we covered the last number of calories. What do you see? KY, what do you see? KJ, sorry. What do you see when you cover the last number of calories? What do you see? Come on, I don't need the example, guys. I need you to tell me what you see. 15, my pinky is right below the protein in bold. Right above it, my pinky, there's 21 grams. It's an amazing bang for your buck. If it wasn't, it's not. So this one right here, clean. Why? I cook with it. There's 50 flavors on their site. I cook, I turn my crepes into protein, I turn my waffles into protein, I turn my muffins into protein, I turn my birthday cake into protein. I love the Justine's chocolate peanut butter cup. There's no dairy, awesome. No soy, awesome. No gluten, no sugar. Drop link in the comments, Carlene, I'll share it with you, okay? So now you have that hack. We already talked about why for protein. You burn 30% more calories eating protein than you do a fat or a carb. Biohack your metabolism if you're over 30. If you're struggling to lose weight, biohack your metabolism, up your protein for a short-term sacrifice. Number 2, it's how your body feels full and satiety. Okay, ever check your blood glucose levels when you're deficit in protein? Not healthy levels. Okay, it's right here for you, KJ, thebreakfastshow.net. It's under the advanced protein guide. I pinned for you this morning that guide that helped me in many ways. Okay, thebreakfastshow.net has it. It says free protein guide. That's for you just by tuning in. Okay, so thebreakfastshow.net, there's a free protein guide. Advanced protein guide has the Orgain protein powder link. Okay, I don't want you spending your whole day looking for the protein powder. So protein, your body goes through the feelings of fullness and satiety. You burn more calories, you improve your muscle tone. Women, osteoporosis, fibromyalgia, broken bones, mainly they are due to being deficit in protein. So it's very important. We've got 20,000 different types of protein found within the body. Can you tell me what the body is mainly made up of? Okay, can you tell me that? I would never tell anyone that they have to supplement with a supplement to lose weight. I will say there's a way to speed up the process. I will say there's a way to feel better during the process. And I will say there's a way to help the cravings for sugar and salt. But I would never say you have to do something. The one thing I will say that you should know is at the age of 20, water is half of your weight in ounces of water. Oh, water, yeah. Water and something else. It's a protein. Collagen is the most abundant protein found within your body. At 20, you have 100%. Each year after 20, you lose a minimum of 1% of a type 2 collagen. Okay, wait, what? Did you know there's 5 types of collagen? 5 types. There's a type 1, a type 2, a type 3, a type 4, a type 5. Which one are you using? Oh my gosh, let me tell you something. The one that I bought from Costco and from TJ Maxx and Home Goods that was on sale, definitely wasn't the best bang for my buck because there's 5 types. So type 4 and 5, after listening to 4 Audible books, has to do with the gut lining. Okay, so let's eliminate. We talked about how the type 2 collagen each year after 20 starts to go away by 1%. How old are you? I have news. It's not too late to add it back in. Thank goodness. So you can add it back in even if you're 84. But type 1 and 3 at the age of 20 are in you right now dormant. They're inside of you. So if we add a type 2 back in, the best bang for your buck, it activates type 1. 1 and 2 activate type 3. You now 3 times the production of collagen by adding in strictly a type 2. But when you go to your collagen, I need you to read the first ingredient. The first ingredient listed on anything, it's what you find the most of. The last ingredient, the least of. my first ingredient on one of my collagens was type 5, or the last ingredient on one of my collagens, the last was the type 5. Why was I even using that one? You have to be careful. You have to do your due diligence, because there are companies that literally buy a product, sell it for $5, and guess what? Buy a product, make it for $5, sell it for 50. Okay? So that's collagen. You guys, liquid. Liquid, liquid, liquid. Why? It's water soluble. It's water soluble. Collagen is molecular. You want to absorb it. Okay? Number 3, when you take it, stop using the moisturizers unless you scan it on the YUKA app. Typical serums, moisturizers, even hyaluronic acid, has toxins, dyes, carcinogens that you're running into the bloodstream. I didn't realize that. So if you use at the exact same time as your collagen, like at the exact same time, not waiting, if you add in organic tremella mushroom, guess what it mimics? Hyaluronic acid. So you see your crow's feet, you see your 11s or your 7s, improvement. But you have to take organic tremella mushroom at the same time with your collagen. Okay? You want to see which one I recommend? Yeah, just drop the word in the comments, Slim. I'll send you a video. It shares the science, the clinicals, the third-party validation, and the CLEAN to it. The first ingredient is type 2. It has the organic tremella mushroom already inside of it. It's water soluble, and guess what else is hidden? Don't use CLA for a fat burner. Conjunctuated linoleic acid has seed oils inside of it. Cut it out. If you can't use berberbiney because it gives you jitters, as I do, in Italy, specifically, there is a blood red orange. Why? Their climate control in Sicily gives them a blood red orange. Guess what's in that blood red orange? An antioxidant that's a fat burner. It's called the Morosil, Morosil. It's patent. If you start using the Morosil antioxidant for 12 weeks and you were to stop and take your body, you will drop massive amounts of weight, lose visceral fat in your belly, and drop body fat percentage. It's in a patent study that happened to 94% of the consumers in over 100 people. The 6% who didn't get the result, guess why? They weren't consistent. So they can't be a part of the study. That's BS. They were lazy and not consistent. Yeah, you want to see the bottle? It just looks like this, but it's 4-in-1. It literally has the Morosil blood red orange. First to the marketplace, there is no other one. It's the first one to the marketplace. Top ingredient, type 2 collagen. Okay, it's water soluble and organic tremella mushroom is inside of it on top of fenugreek to support the gut lining. This is 4 supplements in 1. So if you dropped the word slim, I'll send you the video. Listen to this. There's only 2 flavors in stock because right now, usually it's $109 for this 4 supplements in 1 for a month's supply. You lock in the price at $89, it can never go up on you. And literally you get it today for $69. Drop the word slim with a star. Sorry, you can only choose from 2 flavors. My favorite though is chocolate raspberry, and I'll send that to you. That is a steal, not a mother deal. Okay? 2 bottles, you save more money. That's the duo kit. Trio kit, you save even more money. You now have 12-week supply. So if you did wonder, yeah. Okay, so what I need you to do is if you drop the word slim, I need to introduce you to the collagen expert. Okay? No, it is not New Zealand, not yet. So Instagram message me. Okay? Say slim. I'll send you the video. Facebook message me, slim. I'll send you the video. If you go right now, I pinned it. As of this morning, it was in stock. Samantha, if you don't see it, let me know. TheBreakfastShow.net, when you click on that, you're going to see New Wava. Under New Wava, it's called Snow Slim, like so slim. Snow Slim, Snow Slim. That's where you're going to find that collagen. The second part of the body is made up of Legos. You are a Lego set. And I told you about that YUKA app, Yucca, because did you know every single day that passes that you're putting more toxins, dyes, and carcinogens in your body versus your regular food intake? All of these peptides that link together on these little short chain amino acids, they stop responding to each other. So they physically lose their Wi-Fi connection. And the first one to lose itself during the process through research is the one that controls insulin in food. Your food is supposed to be consumed and come in. It's supposed to be stored as energy or used as energy on demand. And what's happening is since they lost the Wi-Fi connection, they now take your food and store it as fat. This is the person, I could tell just by looking at her. If you can relate to her fat storage, drop a 1. Back or front side, drop a 1. She didn't realize the number one ingredient in her peanut butter was sugar. She didn't realize the Mio and Crystal Light that she was adding to her water had toxins and dyes every single morning. She didn't realize until look at her 2 weeks in, that her coffee had pesticides. The more days this happens, here's how you get a 99.9% metabolic reset. Are you ready? Write this down. It's a SLUP peptide, SLUPPPP332. The second is 5-amino-1-MQ. 5-amino-1-MQ comes in, and the operation is to increase the NAD+ within the body. Look up all the positive benefits of NAD+ in the body, you'll faint. Okay? Number 2, SLUP 3332 has an exercise mimicking effect at a cellular level, no caffeine. 30+ positive benefits to improving insulin sensitivity. Those 2 peptides guarantee a 99.9% metabolic reset. Okay? When you come back to me and say, hey, Michelle, I got those 2, I found it. You're probably most likely going to come back with 2 separate things, and it's going to have a filler in it. And I'm going to say, phosphorus, you want nothing but SLUP and 5-amino-1. Okay? I have a 2-in-1 medical grade weight loss peptide. It looks like this diamond exactly, but it's orange and it's in the form of a micro bead. It's called Body. You take it 1 time a day, 30 minutes before your first meal on an empty stomach. For 2 months on, 1 month off, you are guaranteed a 99.9% full metabolic reset. It's the first to the marketplace 2-in-1 peptide where you don't have to take 2 separate things, and it has no other ingredients besides SLUP, 5-amino-1-MQ. If you drop the word body in the comments, I will send you the video with the body expert. Think body composition. It's usually $219 for a full month supply. Typical people need a prescription for this, or it'd be about $600. You get a full month supply locked in at $189. You get it today for $169. You can be on this as early as Monday. Okay? That's Body, also known as bikini in a bottle for men and women. 2, if you've seen the movie Limitless and you want more of a mood and you want more of a no hunger, like the GLPs, and you want like Ozempic without the awful side effects, along with the squirrel brain, like you get distracted easily, you want Elevate. Elevate is the new Limitless. It is first time to the marketplace with no fillers. It has 3 things in it. Tesafani, okay, Doxtin, BCP 157. It's how I dropped 9 pounds in six weeks, and how my husband is down 20 pounds at 54. If you go to my page, you'll see right now over 200 comments. You can only get Elevate in a 3-month supply right now. It is not available in single bottles. It's $120 off. And that nitro hydrogen water we talked about, that's $50 value you get for FREE. If you are dead serious about Elevate and you want to feel limitless, you want to feel instant day 1 and drop massive amounts of freaking weight and have no food noise, drop Elevate and I'll give you more info. You drop Elevate with a star, you can have this shipped to you today and on it by Monday. It will be off the marketplace on the 28th. It will not be back in single bottles until April, and it is prone to sell out. It is estimated to be sold out by the 28th of February. Let me tell you exactly what it is, because your mind's about to be freaking blown. Okay, so if we look at what this is, we are going to see, okay, what is Elevate? From the expert of Elevate, the #1 engineering peptide artist, It's a powerful peptide and neuro support stack with 3 peptides built in one. Okay? 3 peptides to increase focus, elevate mood, and quiet food noise so you finally feel in control with eating and mental health. The primary ingredient is tesofensin, which works in the brain on appetite regulation and dopamine serotonin activity. What most people notice is they feel clearer, more motivated, happier, way less preoccupied with food, and a decrease in binge eating. Oh my gosh. What most people notice in the research, average fat loss landed around 12% of body weight over 6 months and 20% on 2. But the weight loss tends to happen because of hunger, cravings, and impulsive eating, dropping binge. Okay? But the weight loss tends to happen because of that. On top of that, it includes Diaxa for cognitive performance and brain support plus BPC to help with inflammation recovery, joint mobility, and gut integrity. It's not just about eating less, it's about thinking better, feeling better, and being able to stay consistent. No injections, stimulant-free, and designed for people who want serious help with appetite control, emotional eating, binge eating, focus, and mode. If you're dead serious and you want more info, drop Elevate. You don't care. You get $120 off for a 3-month supply, Nitro $50 value for FREE today. Drop Elevate with a star. Yes, it is 30 days money back guaranteed. Yes, it is proven through science, through clinicals, third-party validation, and CLEAN. It is limitless. If you drop the word body, you are going to Instagram or Facebook message me. I will share that insert with you. If you don't care, you can go to thebreakfastshow.net. You'll see body in a single, or you'll see body in a signature set. The signature set is a 3-month supply. Okay? You take this for 2 months in a row, 1 month off. So you have February, March, you're off April, May you don't purchase till June. Your body is only, for the signature set, $20 off, or a single bottle, $20 off. You get Nitro for free. Your Elevate is $120 off with Nitro, but please listen carefully. When you go to thebreakfastshow.net and you go to the body beauty, when you go up top, there's specials in big bold with a countdown. Big bold specials, bold countdown. You must hit social retailer. You cannot hit customer on Elevate. Let me tell you again, you hit social marketer. March 1st, we demote you to a customer, no penalty, no harm, no fee. And there's no fee to hit social marketer. Does everyone understand? It was in stock as of this morning. Are you telling me it's not? Well, I would run there then. I can't help. I mean, we just ordered 10,000 more. We don't know when that's coming, guys. Our production in our warehouse goes through the cleanliness of being pharmaceutical grade. This is not making JUNK where we can overnight it in a night. Okay? As a group certified fitness instructor, I'm very particular about what it is that I use. Here's the deal. I literally have been on 3 meetings just as of this morning. I literally had my iPad, flew into the door to get onto the breakfast show to be like, hey, I need to share with you in 30 seconds, like what it is that I did to drop 30 pounds in 5 months and what I listened to this morning on the Audible book. After that, I'm flying right upstairs. When I was sitting at my desk 8 years ago, I was sitting there pondering with $60,000 in debt, okay? 60 grand in debt, working full-time as an HR specialist, 2 part-time jobs, cleaning houses and doing hair. I'm sitting there wondering to myself, okay, I just read an article about how the owner of Amazon paid out billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars to his ex-wife. I read this article. So then after reading that article, I pondered and thought to myself, I could never be him. I could never afford to have a website. I could never afford to create a product, have it be FDA approved, have it going through I didn't even know where to start. But what I found was I went searching for science, clinicals, third-party validation, and I found it. And all I had to do, I had everything, the system, was I had to do one thing. I had to find the clients. Well, I got the system on how to find the clients. Literally, that I could do digitally on the side of what it is that I'm already doing. And now I have a digital storefront in every single state. So if this is something that you want to learn more about, and how in 2026, going into the summer month, many people are taking a look at this hybrid system. And that's why I have to hop off in about 3 seconds to go hop on another call with someone else who's gonna open their digital storefront. I want you to drop the word hybrid in the comments ASAP, because you don't have to create the product. You have the organization and you have the community with the hero products to start it today. And all you have to do is have me teach you how I found those clients to want these products proven through science, clinicals, and third-party validation, and that are CLEAN. Okay, so you're like, I want that. If I were to ask you right now, do you want to make more money? You should be dropping hybrid in the comments section. Hybrid. Because I'm going to tell you something. This right here is money. Okay? You make $100, you want to make $200. You make $200, you want to make $300. Make $300, you want to make $400. Eventually, you're like, okay, I made $1 million. But you're constantly chasing that $1 million. Money right here is not freedom. What freedom is freedom is being able to duplicate yourself and find someone who can do something better than you can. Find someone, people, who can do something better than you can. And when that process happens, you realize that instead of having 24 hours in a day, you have 70,000 hours in a day, and you realize that money is not freedom, people are the freedom. And this model that you have, that's a digital storefront from your phone, you have more future freedom and flexibility. So if you didn't drop hybrid and that turns you up inside, and you want to have more freedom and flexibility in your future through this hybrid system, drop hybrid in the comment section. Hiesa, I got you as well. Make sure you follow me back. It says that you have to be requested. You will open your digital storefront for FREE. Okay? I had a call this morning with someone who said she didn't have time. Literally, hey guys, Michelle Churchill Dworack right here. I have men and women every single day telling me how, hey, I don't have time to do what it is that you're doing. And what people don't realize is that you do this in the nooks and crannies of your day from your phone. You don't have to sign up people to be underneath you if you want your digital storefront only. Here you go. 40% of my business is customers. I sold $33,000 worth of products in my digital freaking business just last month and helped people like you sell $550,000 worth. There's no monthly fee. There's no monthly minimum. There's no quota to reach, okay? And you don't have to spam your friends and family. So if that turns you up inside and you want to partner with a leader who helped 40 people open their storefront of their health and wellness virtual store wherever they're located today, drop in the comments the word hybrid. I'll share additional information. If you're positive and coachable and willing to grow, I can show you exactly what it is that you need to do to make more money, to have more freedom. You're introverted? Awesome. There's scripts. There's a system. I built out, it's in a safe right here. Okay, I want you to imagine it. In this safe is gold. That's what I built. An entire system around this. I'll give you the combination to it. That's what I've built. So if you're turned up inside, I can show you exactly what it is that you need to do this in the nooks and crannies, to be introverted. And if you're too freaking busy, guess what? We have freedom and flexibility because we learned today that money is not freedom, it is energy. What freedom is people. So, I'm so fired up and I'm obsessed with what I do, and so many of you are playing way too small. It's 2026. I gotta hop off because I'm running on another call for someone else who literally wants to launch her digital storefront today, right now. So I'm gonna hop off. This is your last chance to drop hybrid in the comments. I'll share that with you. Hop in my messenger. I'll be at my desk for the next 90 minutes or so. Otherwise, if you have any type of questions in regards to high blood pressure, high cholesterol, whatever it is, make sure you tell me in my inbox. I work with all health conditions. I work with people who don't even have a thyroid. Gastric sleeve all the time. Cancer all the time. Hypo, hyper, IBS, PCOS, Hashimoto's, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. If I don't have an answer for you, I will find one. I'll see you in my inbox. Go back and watch the beginning. It was all free, valuable information before someone asked me what I thought about the GLP shot. And I just want you to know that I'll be back tomorrow morning between 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You're freaking amazing. You are unstoppable. And I love you with all of my heart and soul. Goodbye!